Welcome to this live. I realized that I went live sometimes back. I was sharing my screen and yet I was not sharing my screen. So I have to come back again. Actually, the intention of my video was to show you how I created a children's book, turned it from a book into a video in 5 minutes. So I just want to share my screen, and this time around, I want to make sure that I'm sharing my screen. Share my screen, entire screen, audio. And share. And this time round, I have to make sure that I'm sharing my screen. Last time I was here, just some few minutes back, I was here, but I was not sharing my screen. So how did I come back with that idea? First of all, before I even do that, I want to show you the video that I'm talking about. If you go to my my channel here, I was live sometimes back, but now I have to come back. Okay, my video, I want to show you the video on LinkedIn. And this is the video.
Moses, God's amazing plan. A long time ago, God's people, the Israelites, lived in a land called Egypt. The king of Egypt, Pharaoh, was worried because there were so many Israelites. He made a very sad rule. All baby Israelite boys had to be thrown into the big Nile River. But one brave mother, Adina, loved her tiny baby boy very, very much.
Sound is cool.
She kept him hidden at home.
Everything is sharp. So I want to show you exactly how I came up with that video. I've had to record this twice so that so that you'll be able to get it, because the last time I did it, I was not, I didn't share my screen. So the first thing I began was to use GPT-5 to come with, to come up with the story. So I want us to do it afresh so that you see that this is not fake. I want to start this. Please, I would like to write 12-page storybook for children, the Bible story. Now I want, because I had used Moses before, let me say now I want to use Joseph. No, okay, Joseph, yeah, Bible story of Joseph. Please write this story for me. So this is GPT-5. It's writing the story for me. So right now, let me confirm if it's still sharing. That's fine. The last time I was sharing and I didn't load it. So, all right, here's a 12-page children's storybook version of the story of Joseph, designed to be simple, engaging, and ready for illustration. It's aimed at ages 7 to 10 with short text per page and vivid scene ideas. All right, so so that's the story, the summary of the story, just like that. The next tool that I used for AI is Gemini. There's a new tool in Gemini that's called Gemini Storybook. So if you want to create a storybook for children with illustrations, I just paste the story in Gemini Storybook, then let it do its job. I have created 2 storybooks already. This just came the other day. So I have pasted the copy that I've gotten from ChatGPT, GPT-5. Now I'm in Gemini 2.5 Flash, and the functionality is storybook. So it's I've just pasted what I got from GPT-5. Now it's creating the illustrations. Creating the illustrations. This is Google is coming up, and it's becoming more and more competitive. I know this one was not possible 1 month ago, and you'll be amazed at what will happen here. It's creating real illustrations based on that storybook that I've pasted. Remember, you can also add your own images. You can add your own images. There we go. And just like that, we are done. So what did I do? After that, it's taken about 5 minutes to come up with this, just like I said. And now it's given us the story, Joseph from dreamer to leader, and by my name. That's my name. So let's listen to this and see what.
Joseph, from dreamer to leader. Long ago, in the land of Canaan, there lived a boy named Joseph. He had 11 brothers, but his father, Jacob, loved him in a very special way. Jacob gave Joseph a beautiful coat made of many bright colors. It shone like a rainbow in the sunlight.
Just look at that.
His brothers were jealous.
The story that you've created.
One night, Joseph had a dream. In it, his brothers' bundles of grain bowed down to his bundle. Another night, he dreamed the sun, moon, and 11 stars bowed to him. When Joseph told his dreams, his brothers grew angry. "Do you think you will rule over us?" they said. One day, Jacob sent Joseph to check on his brothers in the fields. When they saw him, they whispered, "Here comes the dreamer." They tore off his coat and threw him into a pit. They sold Joseph to traders going to Egypt. Then they told Jacob that a wild animal had killed him. Jacob was heartbroken. In Egypt, Joseph worked for a man named Potiphar. God blessed all that Joseph did, but Potiphar's wife lied about him, and Joseph was sent to prison. Even in prison, Joseph trusted God. He explained the dreams of 2 prisoners. Later, Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, had strange dreams, and Joseph was brought to him. Joseph said, "God is showing you there will be 7 good years, then 7 years of famine. Store food now." Pharaoh made Joseph governor over all Egypt. When the famine came, people from many lands came to Egypt for food. Joseph's brothers came too, but they didn't recognize him. Joseph tested their hearts and saw they had changed. He said, "I am Joseph, your brother," and forgave them. Joseph brought his family to live in Egypt. What others meant for harm, God used for good to save many lives.
So there we go, and that's the story. So what next did they do after that? This is I know there's so many hypes with AI of what AI can do, but this is surely not a hype. This is surely not a hype. So the next thing I did was to use Camtasia for video recording, and then now I record the screen. So I want to record my screen with this video. So let me cover the area. It's still there. It's still using the same. So let me go do that. And then start over. Of course, I'll be able to edit that if it doesn't come out. Oh,
Joseph,
listen.
From dreamer to leader. Long ago, in the land of Canaan, there lived a boy named Joseph. He had 11 brothers, but his father, Jacob, loved him in a very special way. Jacob gave Joseph a beautiful coat made of many bright colors. It shone like a rainbow in the sunlight. His brothers were jealous. One night, Joseph had a dream. In it, his brothers' bundles of grain bowed down to his bundle. Another night, he dreamed the sun, moon, and 11 stars bowed to him. When Joseph told his dreams, his brothers grew angry. "Do you think you will rule over us?" they said. One day, Jacob sent Joseph to check on his brothers in the fields. When they saw him, they whispered, "Here comes the dreamer." They tore off his coat and threw him into a pit. They sold Joseph to traders going to Egypt. Then they told Jacob that a wild animal had killed him. Jacob was heartbroken. In Egypt, Joseph worked for a man named Potiphar. God blessed all that Joseph did, but Potiphar's wife lied about him, and Joseph was sent to prison. Even in prison, Joseph trusted God. He explained the dreams of 2 prisoners. Later, Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, had strange dreams, and Joseph was brought to him. Joseph said, "God is showing you there will be 7 good years, then 7 years of famine. Store food now." Pharaoh made Joseph governor over all Egypt. When the famine came, People from many lands came to Egypt for food. Joseph's brothers came too, but they didn't recognize him. Joseph tested their hearts and saw they had changed. He said, "I am Joseph, your brother," and forgave them. Joseph brought his family to live in Egypt. What others meant for harm, God used for good to save many lives.
You see, that one is now the story is ended, so I can end the story. And now this is already recorded. I can go to Camtasia and edit it in Camtasia. And see how that happens. Let's see. So that was the part that was still loading. I can now edit it accordingly.
Joseph, from dreamer to leader.
So this one means if I'm using the exact voice that I got from,
a boy named Joseph.
I'm using the exact voiceover that I got from Gemini itself, directly from Gemini. So the Gemini has been able to create the images that's needed for the book illustration. And let me tell you, if you have been a book illustrator and now you have books which are illustrated, you can get that book and put the pictures and the story in Gemini storybook and come up with this kind of storybook. You can take it a step further. You can take it a step further, and the step further you can take it is to use these images to create videos. That one is for another day. But if you want us to do that for you, we can do that for you. We come up with this, then we even create the images, turn these images into videos. You know, that how amazing would that be? How amazing would that be? And what we did again for the next stage was to get the right audio. You know, this audio doesn't sound good. Then we used 11 labs. So you can see this pasted text here is the text I used to create the audio version, the one that you are hearing here.
Home for 3 whole months, cuddling him close and singing soft lullabies.
That's a very
When he grew too big to hide, Adina prayed to God for help.
And
then she carefully gole a special basket from Burmese and made it waterproof with sticky tar. She gently placed her baby in
that very high quality video sound from 11 Labs, and it's even have a background music that goes with the tone of that text. And then I took that video, combined it here, added it to Camtasia, where I used to edit the videos. Then I exported the video, so you can listen to the final quality for the other one. For this one, I don't want to take much time, but you can hear the quality here.
Inside, gave him a kiss, and set the basket among the tall reeds by the river's edge. The baby's big sister Miriam hid nearby, peeking through the reeds. Soon Pharaoh's daughter, Princess Merit, came to the river for a bath. She saw the little basket floating and opened it. And guess what? A tiny baby boy was inside crying, her heart filled with love. Just then, Miriam bravely stepped out and asked, "Would you like me to find someone to help take care of the baby?" Princess Merit smiled and said yes. Miriam quickly ran to get her own mother, Adina. God had a wonderful plan. Pharaoh's daughter named the baby Moses, which means drawn out of the water. God had a very special plan for Moses. Moses grew up in Pharaoh's palace, learning many important things about Egypt. But he never forgot he was an Israelite. One day, he saw an Egyptian hurting one of God's people. Moses bravely stepped in to help, but Pharaoh found out and became very angry. Moses had to run far away, deep into the desert to stay safe. In the desert, Moses became a...
So, if these tools are coming up, turn images. First of all, there's a step I have skipped that I didn't tell you. How did I get the audio, the text that I took to 11 Labs? The text I got from Google again, Notebook LM. There's the secret. So I turned whatever I had, I saved it as an audio because audio is light, can upload easily. I used that audio, and that Moses story audio is here in M4A format. That's audio. When you upload an audio into Notebook LM, which is still from Google, it turns that audio into text and then analyzes it. You see, it has turned it into text, then it has analyzed that audio. So I copy this text, then I use it to generate the audio in 11 Labs. Very high quality professional audio. You can even, with professional version of this, you can even create a custom voice. It's gone that you designed for V3. Create expressive voices for the 11 V3 text-to-speech model. You can create your own voice there. You can clone your own voice. If I wanted to be reading from my own voice, probably I would be using. I'd cloned a little bit of my voice. Probably you can hear. Let's see. I don't know whether it sounds like me.
Dream big and the world becomes your canvas.
Does it sound like me?
Dream big and the world becomes your canvas.
The initial one.
Be here now. Be someplace else later. Is that so complicated?
I think this is the first one that I created first, but I think this narration latest, this is the one that I created recently in 11 Labs. So if I wanted to
dream big and the world becomes your canvas,
I would use this one, but I wanted that other high quality professional voice. So you can do a lot. You can use your own voice to go over your books. You clone your voice and you use it in the narration of your books. So if you're a children's author, this is a big opportunity for you, because now you can be able to turn those books into audios. You can turn those books into videos. So the next phase that we're going to next, that I'll not cover in this video, turn images into video. So there's so many platforms that can help you turn images into video. Let's try this. Let's try this. This one doesn't have. Oh, it's using the same. Let's see what it can do. I wanted to turn this into audio. Okay. I wanted one that can turn these things very fast. Then you see what I mean. Generate. Continue with Google. Oh, okay. I have to pay for this now. Oh, it wants you to use credit. So that turning that into an audio, you see, it's possible to turn it into a video, but you'll have to pay for credits like $10. There are other versions of this which you can use. You can use whichever one that you can be able to afford, and you can just see what's happening here. Yeah, so you can imagine you are narrating, and then these ones are coming up in the background. A lot of things can happen. You can see the demonstrations there. You can see that demonstration. Okay. All right. Yeah. So you can imagine you can have very engaging videos for your books, and that will be very engaging. Remember, this could be books that is for those who are not able, 7 years, 6 years, 5 years, 4 years, those who are not able to read. So you read for them. You could read for them, of course, on the hard copy book. But this is the future of books. For those more advanced users, you can also, writers who write professional books, nonfiction professionals, you can turn your books into apps. Children book authors can turn their books into videos and even apps as well, which is engaging and will even take your book to the next level. If you want to turn your book into an audio or into a video or into an app, please get in touch. So how did I get the cover images like this one? Sora. And how did I get? So let me just, I let GPT-5 create for me a prompt for that video. Please, I want to turn this tech story into a video. I would like you to write for me a relevant prompt that will help me come up with a killer and high converting thumbnail for this story video. So I'm asking it to help me come up with a prompt to use to generate a thumbnail. And where would I generate that thumbnail? Still in the ChatGPT family, Sora. Sora is getting better and better. Try it, you'll thank me later. And you can get 12 pictures for free. So you can imagine, initially I pasted a prompt and this is what I got. Very high quality. Very high quality, I tell you. Very high quality. So let me just show you how I did that. I just want to create a new image. Sora is getting better and better. Yeah. So let me capture what we have done so far. I came up with a book script, a 12-page book script with GPT-5. After getting the script from GPT-5, I went to Gemini, and Gemini has a new game here, which is called Storybook. So you can create a children's. It's an experiment, but I think already it's doing good. It's really, if it can come up with what we came up with, that is good enough. So you can come up with a storybook, and then we pasted exactly those the text that we got from the storybook from GPT-5, and then we used it here. So you can add your images. Apart from you can add your own images. Yeah. You can add your own images and even issue instructions of how you want them to appear, in which page you want them to appear, just like that. And after creating the image, we now recorded it with Camtasia. We recorded it with Camtasia. Although Camtasia you have to buy, that's advanced. You have to. It's not free. How much is Camtasia now? Let me just check. Camtasia 2025. It's not cheap, but it's very good. It's worth the money. It's worth the money. But you still have a free trial. You can start with a free trial and then learn how to use it. How much is Camtasia? Okay, products. Let me see the free trial. There's a free trial of Camtasia that you can So you can sign up and download for free. You can test it out, but it's what I use to edit my videos, most of them. I use Camtasia. But if you don't have Camtasia, you can sign up for free and test it. So after getting I used Camtasia to record the screen on Gemini to come up with that fast. Of course, this is something that I could do in a video format after coming up with the videos and images. You can as well come up with the images and then you come up with the same thing in Camtasia. But Gemini makes it faster. So after getting recording the video, both the audio and the video on Gemini, then I turned what I had recorded in the Camtasia, I exported it as an audio. That audio I uploaded to Notebook LM. If you download an audio in Notebook LM, it automatically transcribes it. Very accurate transcription to the letter. And then after transcribing it, I used Notebook LM. You can start for free. It's not necessarily paid, so it's a free tool. And then 11 Labs as a caption for free. But if you want very high quality audios, you need to subscribe. But it is a cap for some free generation. So I used the text I got from Notebook LM. I fed it into 11 Labs to come up with the professional sound. And when what I mean by professional, this is what I mean by
a shepherd taking care of sheep for many, many years. One quiet day, he saw something amazing, a bush that was on fire, but it wasn't burning up. As he came closer, a voice called, "Moses, Moses." It was God.
Okay, so then I got the audio, mixed it with the audio in Camtasia, and then I created a 4K image of the entire thing. So that's why it's this sharp. Then I uploaded in my sites in Google. Then I shared in my channels, LinkedIn, and the rest. So this is the future of books for kids, book illustrations. This is the future. And the next video I'll show of this is the one that I shall have converted these images into video, so that we have the narration and we have the video of these images. That would be amazing. I think Vio can help me there. It will be able to help us. Vio, still by Google. Google has woken up and it's coming up with good tools in coding and everything. So I know there are lots of hypes, especially with AI. People are just hyping things which should not be hyped. But what do you think? I need your opinion. Just give your comments, give your suggestions on the improvements you should make. But if you want to also have if you don't know how to do this, if you feel like this is difficult for you, then you can help us. So we can help you to do that. I just hope that this time round, my video was recorded. Last time, I didn't share my screen, so I thought I was playing video and nothing. I was not playing anything. Listen to the final sound that I have, the final compilation of what I have. Yeah, our image is here. What's your opinion? What do you think? Our image is here. Look at this. Look at these images. Yeah. Look at these images. Look at this. Look at this. I would go for this for a children's story. I would go for this. Look at this. The illustrators who are out there, how long would it take you to come up with this? The graphic designers who are out there, if you had to draw this, the children book illustrators who are there, this will drive most of us, most of you out of business. This is good quality image from Sora in the family of OpenAI, ChatGPT. Sora is here. But you have to give it the right prompt. And even with the prompt that you can use to generate this image, you can also get it from ChatGPT, GPT-5. Yeah. Look at this. What do you say? What sayest thou? I think I have to end there. That's 30 minutes mark. That's where I wanted to end. So if you have any questions, if you want to turn your book into a video for children, you know where to turn to. Thank you for watching. And these technologies are changing each and every day. The storybook just came the other day from Gemini. GPT-5 just came up the other day. You can see what it can be able to do. And I believe none of these LLMs, they are not sleeping. Tomorrow, there'll be another quality. What are you doing with it? Let's not let this opportunity pass us. Use this opportunity to bring something. I believe book illustrations in videos for children will take books to the next level. You can have your hard copy book, but you also have the videos. That will be more engaging. You know, the other day, my 4-year-old was searching on YouTube using audio, talking into YouTube to search. And you want them to read, I think. And what about ChatGPT? I don't know what the future holds, but let us not think of AI as a threat. It's an enabler, like book illustrators. How long would it take you to come up with that image of Joseph that you have just seen there? How long would it take? And initially, it used to be very expensive. That could have cost more than $1,000 to come up with, or 2,000, just one image like that. But just with just one prompt, 2 minutes, you have a very high quality image. And now you can even turn that image into video. How amazing. The world, the future couldn't be brighter. Thank you. Feel free to follow me in my channels and get in touch if you need us to collaborate in any way to bring your book to life. Have a nice time.